Hi guys, and welcome to Mark Bayeski YouTube channel. I'm going to put my feet up on this what looks like a very ornamental, hand-carved, nice 1930s, possibly 1940s. It's all carved. It's got lovely lions at the side of it, so it's a really interesting bench. So hi guys, how are you? Are you okay? How's life treating you today? It's an interesting subject we had yesterday regarding words on the word God and evil and devil and Santan. It was really interesting. Had some great comments back, and a lot of you have sent me a lot of very in-depth messages about your truth in spirituality, your truth in your belief system, which could be I think a lot of you sent me messages with Christianity, that you're Catholic, that you're Muslim, that you're Jewish. I've got, like this morning, I got so many. I tried to read through as many as I could, but I really didn't have that much time. It's an interesting subject we tackled yesterday, and I've got to take my hat off to all of you guys. You were really pretty wonderful in the sense that you didn't react with anger, which is a beautiful thing, because I expected a hell of a lot more reaction to people feeling as if I was attacking them, and that wasn't what it was about. Certain people felt that I was angry when I was talking about the situation, but I wasn't angry. I was actually trying. It's an interesting subject, is anger, and how we interpret anger and how we see it within one another. You may have looked at certain parts of that video and thought, wow, he's angry. And actually that was my passion. That was my feeling of pain and suffering, to be able to share with the world, to say, hey, look, wake up a little bit, because sometimes we can be, you know what guys, I've spent a lifetime waking up and rubbing my eyes thinking, oh my God, I didn't see I did that. I didn't realize I was like that. I didn't realize that the universe, the world, people, everything that happens around you at any given moment, me, is an influence towards how I behave. It's called programming. So we tend to get programmed from a child upwards, and then we beat ourselves up, or we attack people for getting angry because we behave in a certain way. And you know what? That's so limiting to our spiritual growth. That holds us back because of ego, because of pride, because we think that maybe we did something wrong, and I don't want other people to think I'm doing wrong, and I don't want people to think I'm stupid or fake or whatever you may believe it. But you know what? When you get over that and somebody points something out to you and you really sit down and think about it, and if it makes sense, why would you beat yourself up over that? It is as simple as that we have been programmed by our parents, because they were programmed. We've been told, or should I say forced, to believe in certain things. And in truth, think about it. You either believe it or you don't. Okay? So, is the world round? Is it flat? That's just one, for instance, but I'm talking about everything: mathematics, principles of law, the principles of how the world works. We are just being told these things, and we either believe them or we don't. So why do we get upset when at once we believed the world was flat, and then we realized it was round, and now people believe it's flat again? Who cares? And you know what? When we fight over this energy, which is a pride energy or an ego energy or a fear energy, it holds us all back. One of the things that I realized very quickly in life, that I was a stubborn old boot, and I was stubborn because I was so fearful of feeling that I'd made a mistake, and that in itself held me back. So when I started walking a path of openness and awareness, it meant that I had to unlearn everything. It basically meant that I had to be open to the possibilities of everything and anything. Now that doesn't make me vulnerable. It doesn't make me silly. It doesn't make me stupid. It just makes me more aware and It's an opening that allows new information, new thoughts and feelings to come into us at any given moment. So the moment I let everything go of what I thought was truth, I realized that actually, what is truth? And that's a great question today. What is truth? I can sit you in front of me now here, and you can tell me what you believe your truth is over 5 subjects. And I can sit next to you and give you my interpretation to what my truth is. So I'm asking you now, as a third party looking at us two, who's telling the truth? We're both telling the truth. We're both telling our truth. Who's right, who's wrong? It doesn't matter who's right or wrong. Ultimately, what matters is how we behave as human beings towards others. And if we create something from our truth that helps our brothers and sisters and makes a difference in the world, and we relay our truth in a kind and caring manner, then there is no force, and that opens people up to be able to say, oh wow, that's interesting. However, yesterday I was talking about how certain religions and belief systems have to push, force, bully or scare us into that particular field of thinking or thought process. So my understanding of life now is never force, never push, but lay your cards on the table. This is my truth, and now have a think, have a good old think about it. And how does it feel? Well, Mark, that feels a load of rubbish to me. Okay, well, that's your truth. At least you had the ability to look at it and openness, not to get mad with me, but at least now your decision to say that's nonsense to me, it makes no sense, that's fine, as long as you don't hurt people with that. Now, somebody might take yesterday's video as, wow, that really resonated, it means so much, I'm so glad you said that, which many of thousands of people have done. And that's also good, but it doesn't make me feel brilliant and oh wow. But what I noticed is that it opened up a lot of sores, a lot of feelings within you about how you were treated as a child and how I was brought up as a Catholic. And I said to many people yesterday, my father, my mother was a Catholic, my sister is a devout Mormon. They're all beautiful people. They're all beautiful people. I wasn't talking about the religion as such. I was talking about how people use religion as a baseball bat to hurt people with. You see, there are 2 types of people that I see who have a belief system. And that belief system that they hold is one where they live an earthly life, share their love and kindness with others without forcing and pushing. And then there's another type of a believer who forces, pushes, bullies people. But what I think I was trying to say yesterday predominantly is that there are certain people who use the energy of the darkness, evil, Santan, whatever you want to call it, or God, and abuse in the way that they are. So they become angry, aggressive, and then they attach religion or God onto it to justify their low vibration or their anger or their issues that they hold within them. So I guess the moral of today's story from yesterday and from today is this. I do not attack religion. I attack the people who attack you and I for living an earthly life, and I point out to them, it isn't religion, it is you who are attacking. It is you who are suppressing people and hurting people. by the name of religion to make you feel stronger and powerful. And I kind of think that we slip if we go into the energy of telling people what to do, forcing their belief system, their truth on people. And I guess that if every single person in the world today let that go and said, okay, from today I'm gonna believe what I want, I'm gonna choose to live how I want, but I'm not going to interfere with my brother and sister. I'm going to allow them to live, because there is a saying which is called live and let live. So I learned to open myself up to live and let live. So I don't attack people on the streets. I don't attack people who are sat having a coffee or eating meat, or who are talking about their religion or what they believe their belief is and their truth is, because our truth is our truth. Neither right or wrong. It's just what we see at any given moment. The only thing I was trying to say yesterday is stop forcing and hurting your stuff on others, because that has a snowball effect and it affects the whole of mankind and the energy that we're trying to lift, so we all feel free to be able to choose and live in a world free of non-judgment. And wouldn't that be a lovely world to live in? Can you imagine that? Hey, what do you do? I do this. What do you believe in? I believe this. And what do you believe in? I believe that. And how's life? Life's brilliant today. What did you do today? Oh, I helped this person and did this out of love and kindness. And what about you? I did this and this. Okay, but, I did it out of religion. Okay, whatever. I did it because of this God and that God. Okay, well, you know what? What I see is you do it out of your own heart. So you can call it what you want. You can say you do it for this purpose or that God or that belief system. But I tell you what, if you're a good person and you do good, you do it because of your heart, because of your truth, because of your oneness with the source of you and the power of oneness. That's what I feel, but that's just my feeling. You can attach it to what you want. I do it for spirituality's sake. You do it because you're a kind person. And therefore, I have the same passion when somebody says, I told him to do that because of God. No, you didn't, mate. You did it because of you did it yourself, because of you, because of how you're feeling, not because of God, not because of Santan and the devil and this and that. You do it because of you, and you're using that as a cover to protect yourself, because you're doing it for the higher reasons. So I hope you understand this video a little bit. I appreciate with all my heart your comments, and I hope that one day we will truly understand that our journey coming to this world is about us and about how we walk a path and how we behave towards our brothers and sisters. And in my humble opinion, the only person who will ever judge you is yourself. Who else can judge you better when you move into the light than you? Who else knows you? Who else knows what you've done through this journey? You. And at that moment, you will know whether you raise your energy of spirituality, of your power, or you lower it and then come back to learn it all again. So therefore, whatever I've done bad or challenging or difficult, and how I've hurt people in my life, I will recognize that when I move into the spirit world, and I will ask myself, did I experience that? Did I feel it? And if the answer is yes, then I would say, what did I do to change that? How did I improve my life? How did I heal that? How did I heal others through that journey? And if I say to myself, yes, I experienced all the things that I wish I hadn't have done, but I needed to feel, but I actually know in my heart that I did my best to raise my vibration from that lowness and become stronger and more powerful to help heal the world from that experience. Because how else are we ever able to understand that suffering if we've never felt it? How on earth are we able to ever grow to say, oh my God, what an idiot I was, and now look at you, because you needed to feel that. So I never point a finger to anybody who's ever done anything that they feel ashamed of. And I have thousands of clients to prove it. I have people sat next to me telling me, pouring out their truth. There is no judgment in me. I do not judge religion. I do not judge you for what you do. I just simply point out what we need to know within ourselves to change ourselves. And I try and do that in a most loving way. And that's it. And I hope today's babbling meant something to you. I was actually going to talk about a crystal today. Maybe tomorrow. So from a beautiful canyon here in LA. I'll hope to see you tomorrow. It's great talking to you guys. It always is. And from my heart to yours, have the most beautiful and enlightened day. And remember, the heart that gives is always full. Take care.